comes to sparking team-wide matching gift engagement, it all starts with leadership. When it comes to leadership, there of course are a few questions about like how do you get your leadership team on board, right? And so first, when it comes to that, I want to talk about why this is important. If your leadership team buys in, it's then going to become easier for the rest of the team to see the value, right? And then I think matching gift enthusiasm can kind of trickle down the entire organization. Since leadership obviously plays just such a huge role in kind of deciding the future of your organization, guiding the team in that direction, you need that buy-in first. Kind of tip that I have here is, of course, you kind of want to build some legitimacy in matching gifts and show leadership that your recommendations and interests in pursuing matching gifts is a direct result of kind of the research that you've done and these kind of findings that you have, right? So in terms of the actual numbers you might be able to use to demonstrate that, I do have a couple for you here. Again, I know that every organization might differ in what's kind of easy for you to capture versus what's not easy for you to capture. So these are just a few numbers that we like to highlight. First, you might be able to pull some internal data related to the amount of match eligible donations you've identified, and then compare that to the actual number of submitted matches your team has benefited from. Of course, the goal there is you want to see if there's a gap or some sort of discrepancy. And could you explain that gap or discrepancy as being due to your team not really having the infrastructure or the ability to follow up with eligible donors so far? Another number that we like to use to kind of demonstrate that missed opportunity is the total revenue you've raised from matching donations. How can you kind of pull that and compare that to your true matching gift potential? If you're kind of hoping to get a rough estimate of what that true potential is, we do know that most organizations can expect to see 10% of their donations as match eligible. So 10%, quick multiplication, how are you kind of comparing to that? Did you maybe miss out a little bit last year? And then again, you want to use that to show is that reason that you're missing out because you aren't taking as proactive an approach yet, but are maybe being a little bit more reactive to matching gifts, and that's why you haven't met this full potential. Of course, though, it's not just all about internal data, and maybe you're like, I can't pull that internal data. I don't have that. That's okay, right? You can also leverage external data to show why you're saying there is potential from investing a little bit more in matching gifts. But here's a few numbers that I think can be particularly impactful. First, we know that 65% of Fortune 500 companies offer matching gift programs. Plus, of course, it's not just those major corporations, right? Also, smaller, more medium-sized businesses and companies are offering matching gift programs as well. So that's a great way to show that these programs are already widely available among huge corporations, but they're even available among smaller corporations as well. In fact, we know that that means that over 26 million individuals work for companies with matching gift programs. I think that number is usually pretty mind-boggling for key stakeholders because before it can be kind of easy to think that matching gifts are only offered by huge key players or available to just a few donors. But that number that shows that actually millions of people qualify, I think can really help you break that misconception. Beyond just that, though, I think another really cool thing that your team will see value from is that it goes kind of beyond just those matching gift dollars, right? These matching gift programs also have really great appeal as a donation motivator. Alongside that, of course, after you show the availability of these programs, kind of that they can also motivate people, they have those multiple benefits, you also have to show why you need to invest more in these programs, right? Moving on, though, to our next point, next thing here with securing leadership buy-in is that you're also going to want to leverage some successful examples from your peers as kind of a way to build excitement and start getting some ideas ready to roll out.